purveyors of glorious guitar indie pop rock, that was Glass Rope, who are about to release their new track Bad Days on the 29th of May. Having been sitting on this track for quite a while and wanting to play it, but with no release date set, I was waiting for the right moment, and now is the right time, and I'm glad I did, as it's outstanding. With a 90s Britpop sound, Glass Rope know how to write a tasty tune. Go and check out their previous track Bricktop for further clarification from this Yorkshire-based legends. That's a nice one, guys, absolutely outstanding. Another track that's all about when the time is right is a new one from Shader. Having recently signed to 42nd Records, they've just released a cracking double A side with Be My Saviour, and the one I'm just about to play with The Time Is Right. Be My Saviour is a beast of a tune, so they had to come up with something equally as good to be included as a double A side, and Time Is Right is just that. They've also added a couple of extra tracks to the physical release demo of Lately and the live version of Rise, so head over to their socials at Shader UK to get this in your collection when it's going to be released on the 29th of May. So nice one, guys, thank you very much. This is Shader and Time Is Right.
So I sit here and complain.
That was Shader with Time Is Right, and what an absolute tune. Nice one, guys. Thank you very, very much. Also, go and check out 40-Second Records, as they are definitely a label to be keeping your eyes on. They've got some great bands on their roster now, and they just keep signing absolute quality bands, so go and check them out, and absolutely fantastic. So thank you guys for all your support, always very, very much appreciated. Alright, so we're going to go to a little advert break. We'll be back in a couple of moments. We've got the brand new one, or the unreleased track from Creature. You don't want to be missing that. It's absolutely outstanding from these guys. And we also have a little interview with Tiger Mimic, where we'll be chatting all things Tiger Mimic, about the new track and about the video and lots of other little bits and pieces, so you don't want to be missing that either. So we'll be back in a couple of moments. Back in 2.
The Premium Blend Radio Show.
From pillar to post, as rumors brought us to our weary
That was another unreleased track, and this time it's from legends known as Creature, with a stomping new track going under the name of Broken Windows, with an announcement of their debut album to release on the 10th of July. This is the second single from the album, and that's one album I really want to be listening to, especially if the rest of the tracks are only even half as good as that. But I'm guessing at this point they're all going to be bangers, and I'm even willing to put money on it too. Hopefully once this lockdown jive is over, we'll be getting these guys into the studio for a live session before they get too big for this little show. So nice one, guys. Thank you very much, and looking forward to the album. So now we have an interview with Tiger Mimic, and we chatted to Bram, Jess and Ben, 3 parts of Tiger Mimic. They're a London-based rockers who have a sound that ranges from bit crush anthems to sinister bass grooves to rapid fire rock poetry. Today's guest is Tiger Mimic, and we've got them for a little interview. First of all, would you like to introduce yourselves, guys?
Sure. So I'm Bram. I play guitar and sing.
I'm Jess. I sing and play the synth.
And I'm Ben. I play bass and do my best to sing.
You're also missing one of your, because there's normally 4 of you, isn't there?
Yeah, George unfortunately couldn't make it at the last minute. He's on baby duty, so he's taking care of his little newborn baby.
Yeah.
But he's here in spirit.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's George. He plays the drums.
Yeah.
So you've just released a new track. It Was Still Dark, who actually I've played on the show, which is absolutely fantastic. Where did you find the inspiration from to come up with that track? What's the inspiration behind it?
So we actually wrote this song quite a while ago, and Bram was basically, so that was in New York, and Bram was playing the melody for the verse, just like, noodling on his guitar, and I immediately got this whole sinister vibe. So I started imagining these people going from wherever they are to a new town, thinking that it's, going to be a fresh start, but they end up being in a nightmarish, just horrible place. It's all very happy and uplifting. And so then we just started improvising a song around that and kind of left it in our back pocket. And then when we started the band with George and Ben, because they're such fantastic musicians, we revived the song and worked on it. And yeah,
Yeah, it was one of those things. We had it mostly ready when we did the EP, the Elephant Skeleton EP, and it just wasn't quite there. So we put it, on the shelf and came back to it later. And it's become one of our, we've kicked off most of our shows with it since we got it where we wanted it to be.
Yeah.
It is a fantastic track. I really, really liked it. It's just
thank you so much.
Guys, it's just an absolutely fantastic track. You've just released a video to it as well, which is an original video. How long did it take to produce, and what was the process behind it?
Sure, it was one of those things. We had all these plans with our manager to go out and film a proper video, and she'd come up with this really cool story and all this stuff, and then of course everything fell apart and we were stuck inside. So around my birthday, Jess picked up one of those drawing tablets for the computer, and I was like, well, I don't know how to animate, but I could take a stab at it, and so I did. There's not a whole lot more to the story. It was just it was one of those things where because Jess's lyrics told such a story already, I kind of put that through my filter, and then I just sat down and did it over 11 days.
Yeah, he was, so Bram and I, lived together, so I just basically didn't see him for 11 days. He got the tablet. It was supposed to arrive in a few weeks, and then magically the drawing tablet arrived 3 weeks early, and he opened the box and was like, I'm going to try this, and immediately came up with a whole storyboard. We, talked about all this together as a band, and then Bram was gone for 11 days, morning to night. He would reappear at 10 p.m. and be like, hello, hi. His eyes were all red. But
it seems like it was an extremely laborious process. He was sending through updates every day, and every day the song would